Let me get ready here. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's time. Let's go.
This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right, the video game show that is not hosted by an annoying e-beggar. There are no Patreons, no Super Chats. That's right, we just talk about the games we love and how fun it is to hoard them, and maybe a topic here or there. Now, with that said, let's get ready for the show. On today's episode...
Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Well, some testing units are going out, at least to two of them, right? Two of them that we know of. One of them to the famous investor, DJC, the man who is famous for not disclosing that he is an investor in most of his episodes. The other one is to a guy that is famous for, what is his qualification for being a tester anyway? No, he did test some Xbox, looks like he did some testing for Xbox, but his biggest qualification is, I love you, Tommy. That was his biggest qualification, right? And it looks like they're rewarding loyalty here. That's what it looks like. Guys, I have said many things that have been echoed by other channels. So I'm going to give you one new one because of Halloween. Because of Halloween, I'm going to give you a new term to memorize in the financial sector. Now, in television is showing a lot of signs of what is called a zombie company. Now, you might be asking, what the hell is a zombie company? Company that makes zombies? No. Zombie company is a company that's unprofitable and is barely paying their payroll and maybe interest on their loans. And sometimes not even that, right? If these people are getting testing units, right, you would think that it would be further along. This machine was on the launch pad, as they say. What would I be looking for, right? If I was an investor here, and I'm talking to investors now, what do you want to look for? You don't want to look for testing units that are giving out to YouTubers, right? If you wanted to feel more comfortable. And let me say this, guys, if you're an investor, the only sense of comfort that you're going to find here are false sense of comforts. Your money's gone. You're not seeing this. Break even is not even on the horizon for you, right? You're not going to see this money back. But let's say you still have some hope that you might see something. What you want to see is independent labs testing for like IEC, ISO, things like that. Look. Let me give you the Evercade here. You see those little stamps there? Those are for standards. Some are national, some international standards. And you want to meet those qualifications, right? And usually what you do is you send your product out to be tested by an independent company so they can give you a true assessment of where you're at, whether you have a good quality product or not, whether it's going to meet the standards out there, so you can get your product certified and out to market. That's what you would want to see. You don't want to see units that are, being played by fans mostly, right? But I think it's really just to keep the ball going here, guys. Just to have, it's great for content, right? But significantly, does this change the picture until I see something like that? And not really. The bad thing here, guys, and I saw a video by Smash JT earlier today, and I saw this mistake being made again. When I see this company, I see a lot of rookie mistakes, things that you shouldn't make. And this is one that's done twice. Now, let me say this. It doesn't matter how you feel about Smash JT as an individual. The fact is that he's an investor. And there's certain things that you don't do in business if your company runs on raising funds, as this company has. And probably will look to do so in the future, according to the famous prairie dog killer, Mr. Nick Richards, that says that this company has many levels of fundraising, and that is, you don't tell your investors that you don't trust them. I think this is the second time he's been told that. I think Tommy Tallarico told him that once, and now, Phil told him the same thing. It's basically a question of trust. You can say the same thing differently, guys, but you don't want those things getting out there, specifically not from an investor, right? Because if you don't trust a person that trusted you with $10,000, right? If you don't trust the person that helped you raise millions, right? Because during most of the fundraising part, he was out there, banging the drum for this company.
Guys, this was a golden opportunity here that was missed, right? If you really wanted to silence your detractors, at least one of them, a very public one, which is Smash JT, what you would have done is given him a unit with a super tight NDA, and then you would have stopped all criticism from him. And if anything, you feed him positive stuff or, games that nobody else has, and all of a sudden you get him back on the team again because of the NDA, he can't say anything. But these guys, I don't know who's running the ship over there or if they even know what they're doing.
And you can, everything about this investment, debacle can be summarized really simple. Remember when this company was raising money? You remember all these YouTubers, how highly they spoke about the company and these are great guys and this and that and the other. And I was warning everybody, right? And nobody was listening. They're raising money. You shouldn't be doing this, yada, yada, yada. And everybody told me I was nuts. What are those same YouTubers saying now, right? When they were pumping up the company, when the company's trying to raise money, those same investors that looked at those videos, that saw them as proof that this was a fun and a great idea to invest in, what do those same investors get now? Screw you. You should have known.
Ever notice these YouTubers talk about Tommy? They're like, he needs personal time. He's going through some things. In the meantime, this guy's out here rolling dice, playing baccarat, whatever the hell he's doing. Backgammon. He's going Rick James on life, and these suckers are out here defending him. It's just... Guys, when all this is said and done, the stories are going to be amazing.
And now these investors that put a lot of money in, they're not getting rewarded with anything. It's more than once that these people have not been told anything while private YouTubers get told something. That is absolutely wrong. If you're an investor in this company, you would be livid, right? Why does Mr. Tommy, I love you, he gets all the info and you're over there, with 20 grand, 10 grand, 5 grand, whatever it is, invested, and you don't even get a text. You don't get squat. You don't get an email. You get nothing. Nothing.
Guys, at the end of the day, we just don't know what's going on internally in the company. I can tell you what I know. What I know is that there's people worth hundreds of millions of dollars in this company that if they wanted to, they could fund this project in a minute, but they're choosing not to, right? Why are they still working if it doesn't make any sense? And I've told you this before, once you raise that money and you were that far behind in production, you should just take the money and quit. That's what you should have done. Close your doors and move on. But there must be some contractual obligations that they have here that they need to fulfill. And that might be what's going on here. This is just speculation. Is this a positive step in the right direction to at least release the pre-orders? Maybe. But until I see some independent testing in some labs that they announce to the investors or make some meaningful gesture towards production, this right here is just more content for my show. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. New videos every week. Make sure you don't miss out and subscribe.